Greetings, survivors and friends, SHADOWFRAX here, and before you say anything, no, I haven't suddenly lost my fashion sense. As you know, I'm very particular about my helmet, so why am I wearing this high-vis nightmare, you may ask? And what are those? Well, I'm making an exception or two today for a very good reason and sacrificing my dignity on the altar of progress, because this very morn, literally just in time to be included in this vid, Helk added a couple of new accessories that are destined to make a bit of a splash. Straight out of Concept Limbo, I give you the diving mask and fins. Okay, but why do they look like Banana Man's hand-me-downs? Well, you'll be pleased to know that as is tradition for such new items, and because the functionality is being sorted out first, what you see here is just placeholder art and will eventually be swapped out for proper models. They're only on staging at the moment, and you have to be an admin to spawn them in, but this is what we know so far. Wearing the mask has two effects. Firstly, like the heavy plate helmet, your vision is restricted somewhat, although not as much, but most importantly, it allows you to see a much clearer picture of the briny deep. The fins likewise have pros and cons, giving you much faster travel in water, but slowing you to a crawl when wearing them on land. Apart from the situational benefits and drawbacks, there are a few things that we still don't know and we'll have to wait to find out, such as their final protection values and how we'll get our flippers on them in the first place. But when I spoke to Helk this morning, he told me some more of his plans and says that this weekend, not only does he want to add diving cylinders to the ensemble, but he's also going to be polluting the sea around Rust Island with sunken treasure. Not sure exactly what sort of booty he has in mind, but hopefully it'll be worth the effort needed to retrieve it. Now, you don't have to be a rocket sturgeon to work out this is definitely going to add a lot more porpoise to our underwater environments. Sorry. However, not only are things going to be better down where it's wetter, but Helk has even more plans for the surface. He tells me that soon he's going to add a scientist barge that you'll be able to use boats to approach and board with a Chinook-style hackable crate on it. Not sure in what sort of area of the map it'll appear or how well guarded it'll be when it does, but stay tuned to the channel and I'll keep you abreast of any new info when I have it. Work is also going well on the new Scientist Compound monument with the aim of getting it ready for the monthly update to main on Thursday, 3rd of May. Sadly, I don't have any extra pictures to show you of this yet, but I do have some more information. As I mentioned before, there'll be scientist-run vending machines inside the compound, and a lot of you asked if this means it'll be some kind of safe zone. Well, I asked Helk about this, and he said, yes, indeed it will be, with the scientists and turrets inside being in peacekeeper mode. Basically, this will mean you can walk around it and shop till you drop, but whip out a shooty stick and you'll be instantly murdered. This is all a bit of an experiment, hopefully one that adds to the game, and if so, then I'm told it will be expanded on. There were a couple more tweaks to the way boats work this week, and first of all, you'll have to think twice about sailing under structures, as if you bash your brain case on something, not only will you be ejected from the vehicle, but you'll also receive damage proportionate to the speed you were travelling at the time. As well as this, there was a fix to prevent a view exploit with boats, and importantly, you'll no longer be able to mount a moving craft if someone's driving it unless they slow down enough first. There was a slight change to crafting queues too in this update, with queue length now being limited to 8 entries, and each entry being limited to an item stack size or 10. For unstackable items, although it seems that this is 10 for every item at the moment, and this was introduced to prevent certain exploits from happening. Apart from this, it was a fairly quiet week actually. There were some optimizations to the sending of packets to players in a radius, and no longer sending entities that aren't in any network group to all connections. A small client update was released to fix a rare disconnect when firing your gun at rivers, if you're into that sort of thing, and there was an optional server update that enables additional anti-hack protections by default. An underwater rendering glitch when looking up was fixed, and there were some tweaks to building socket checks too. And as I say, all of these changes are only on the staging branch at the moment. As well as these, there were a lot of private commits too, so it's anyone's guess what those are. Thank you for watching this week. Subscribe and stay tuned to the channel for more news, and leave a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. Also, what do you think to plans to expand underwater gameplay? Do you think it'll go swimmingly or be a titanic disaster? Leave me a comment down below. Come and join me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and my Steam group, and I shall catch you all soon. But in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio.